What we knew is gone. Our home, our lives, all that we were, dust. Blasted across empty, heartless skies. But we live. Our legacy lives. Within every ship we fly, upon every world we touch. In our hearts, in yours. There will be challenge. You will know fear. But you will overcome. You will survive. And answer vengeance with blood. You will do as you must. Rule cannot be handed to the faithless. Our legacy cannot be lost to villains. Bury the past to face the future. In enemies, find allies. There is no price we have not paid. No loss we have not felt. Our dead world, our long suffering, these are not ends. We are not ended. For your crew, for your people, for this new home, we must face all doubt. We must break the strong who would destroy us and overcome the impossible. We must fight against any and all. We must, we will, for we are Romulan!
Single-handedly, my favorite intro in all these possible career
The youngest
paths.
of our kind rely on stories to know what our people were like before. Strong, secretive, warlike. We were feared. We were powerful. Then, everything changed.
The Fire Nation attack.
22 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion traveled through subspace to hit Romulus and Remus, our homeworlds. No one could have predicted that would happen, and no one could have stopped it. Millions died. Those who survived were scattered across dozens of worlds. One day we were citizens of one of the greatest powers of the galaxy, and the next, we were just trying to survive. Every day was a struggle if you weren't part of the militant and oppressive Tal Shiar, or ruling everything from on high like Empress Sela. For ordinary Romulans, military victories don't mean much when you're hungry. Life goes on. The Klingons and Starfleet are at one another's throats. The battles light years away don't affect us much. The Tal Shiar are the more immediate threat. They're rebuilding the Empire by force, and pressing anyone they think can help into service. But even they don't seem to know we're here. We've put down roots and found friends. Today we'll celebrate what we've created. With hard work and some good fortune, true Romulans will once again rise to be a power in the galaxy. The first step on that path begins here.
Hello everybody, this is Anna Dog Soul speaking. This will be my chill day stream. For chilling and relaxing, I'll be playing a little MMO called Star Trek Online. I am a huge Star Trek fan. Absolutely love Star Trek. I've always been a passionate fan of it since I was a kid. And this game has some of the best Star Trek extended universe lore I've ever seen. So I want to show you around with it. I picked the Romulans because the Romulans probably have the single-handed best character story, I think, in the whole game. When it comes to role-playing as a character, this is the most fun for me. The Romulans are the most fun. So all future chill streams that have Star Trek Online with it will be connected to this Romulan character. So, enough chatting. Let's start playing, shall we?
There you are. The security chief was looking for you earlier. She said there's trouble at the vineyard. Avrak's been filing reports all night about Kellids chewing at the vines. He's really worked up.
Cats in the vines? That doesn't sound right.
Something must have annoyed them. It's not typical Kellid behavior. With the big celebration tonight, I think everyone's a little overexcited. Even the bugs. You should listen to one of Avrak's messages before you head out there.
I'll look into it.
Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press F to interact with a console.
Welcome, Anadoxal. You have 3 messages from Avrak. The second and third message have been flagged as redundant by the system. Playing one message now.
Please tell me you'll help me. Kellids are in the vineyard chewing through the irrigation pipes, and everyone says they're too busy getting ready for the big party to come and do something about it. There won't be any party if everyone's knee-deep in water by nightfall. Get over here and help me fix this.
Might as well help out.
If the Kellids are chewing up the vineyard, you should probably grab a pistol, just in case. I'd join you, but the chief has me looking into some odd comm chatter we picked up yesterday. We'll have to catch up later.
See you later.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
I'll pick this one.
Your plasma beam pistol has been automatically equipped. You can practice on the nearby bottles. Select a bottle, and then right-click to attack it. To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
I think I got the basics down. This is a very nice starting area. It's very pretty. And I like the design of the culture.
Finally. Which message do you... Oh, never mind that either. It's chaos here. I need some help. Normally we collect nectar from the local Kellid insects. Something has driven them into a frenzy. They're chewing on our irrigation system and flooding the vineyard.
I'll start repairing the pipes.
Excellent, excellent. The broken pipes are obvious. They're the ones spraying water everywhere. Kellid shouldn't give you too much trouble. A few bursts from your pistol will take care of them.
I am the engineer, so I think I'll handle it quite smoothly.
Interactions can be interrupted by movement or combat.
Well, they're cute looking, but they're not particularly friendly looking. Yes, there was that. Nothing a little duckhead to fix, or maybe it's I love Romney Weapon. It's one of the best weapons in the game.
flooding has stopped, but if those Kellids come back, they'll just break the pipes again. Something's making the insects go crazy. With bugs this size, that's a real problem. And Navala might be able to help. She's goofing off again. She knows all about Kellids. She's normally down by the greenhouse this time of day. Tell her to stop being lazy and keep these critters contained.
I'll find Nevaeh. I'll find out what Nevaeh knows.
Good idea. Talk to Navala.
I bet she's just lounging around right now, not even thinking about all the damage being done to my vineyard. No one around here wants to put in a good day's work. Well, except for you.
Right. Look at going. Nice chap, isn't it? Probably over here. Howdy.
Just in time. Did you talk with Avarak? He said that I'm what? Lazy? That I've been... Ugh! He's just trying to make me look bad so he can get a promotion. Oh, that's so old-fashioned. Let me... The Kellids are going crazy. I've been working all day to keep them out of the residential areas. This aggressive behavior is new, and we need to figure out what's causing it. That means gathering samples from some of these creatures.
Enemies have a chance to drop items.
Ooh, goody items. See, I should mention, I would be terrified if I lived on a planet with this many
An
bugs.
item has dropped for you.
And with
Move
this many
towards the item and
size.
press F to loot it.
Let's pick up the shiny thing. Pick up the shiny thing and now run like hell.
This metal has some kind of fungus growing on it that's similar to the spores we found on some of the Kellid carapaces. It might explain their behavior, but how are they getting infected in the first place? Also, the flying Kellids have never come out of the cavern before. This is so strange.
Something might be happening in the cavern. We'll check it out.
You're right. The source of the infection could be somewhere inside the cavern. Head over there and see if you can find out what's aggravating the nest. And be careful.
Making damage detected.
I wanna be under the sea. In an octopus's garden. What the hell is that? What the? Oh dear. Now what do you think that could be? Let's go down and find out.
strange machine and some weird drone things? That is troubling. Someone's been in there. We'll have to let the Maori know about this. It's good you disabled the device, though. Maybe now the Kellids will calm down. I took a look at those biological samples while you were gone, but I can't do much more than a basic tricorder scan. It's just not my area. DeVex might be able to help. He was an engineer in the Romulan military before the homeworld was destroyed. Now he's helping us with our water supply, and anything else that takes more specialized knowledge. You should talk to him.
Hold on. Let's go talk to the fine fella.
What do you need with an old space hound like me? I have an idea of what this might be. Maybe. I saw something like this once before, when I was out beyond the Eridon Belt. We responded to a distress call from a mining outpost. When we got there, all the people were just gone, vanished without a trace. The only things we found were a strange beacon and some odd spore samples. These look very similar.
May I use your equipment to analyze that?
Of course. Go forth and analyze. My equipment is all yours to use.
Thank you. I'll let you know what I find.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or tactical.
Not always the case, but it does happen from time to time that you have you can get certain information or alternative options via your career path. I haven't encountered many of those when I've played with 4 different careers in this game, but still, it's a nice idea.
I've only seen fungal biotech like this once before. Remember that mining station that I mentioned? Before we arrived, they reported several disappearances. Some thought it was paranoia, but we had reports that said intruders would beam in right through the colony's magnetic shield, right into someone's quarters, sedate them, and then vanish without a trace. We didn't know what to believe, but I don't think those miners were paranoid. Something did happen to them, and it could happen again.
You thought it was related to this beacon?
That's what my commander believed. We found a beacon with almost the same configuration as the one you found. We weren't able to get much from it before we shut it down. But the one thing we learned is that the beacon was made by a race that called themselves the Elachi. We stayed in orbit for a few days, but the Elachi never came back. That's good news for us, seeing that you disabled the beacon you found in the caverns.
What do we do now? Tell Marathi what we found.
That's right. He's the man in charge, so he needs to know. I'd be surprised if he doesn't want to send someone down there to analyze that beacon. Could be these Elachi were interested in our colony for some reason. Lucky for us, you were there to put a stop to whatever they were trying to do.
Elachi? Oh, beacons. Look at that booty. That's a fine-ass booty I have right now. So, I do like admiring myself when I can.
Jolan True. I heard Avrak yelling all the way over here. I'm sorry you had to deal with his problems on our day of celebration.
That's fine. We have a bigger problem.
That does sound very mysterious. However, you seem to have taken care of the immediate problem, disabling this beacon and dispatching the drones. You have my thanks.
It was an honor.
I'll assign some engineers to examine the device and set up surveillance on the cave as soon as possible. If what DeVex says is true, we don't want that beacon turned on again. Now that's settled, why don't you try to relax for a while? Enjoy the festival. We'll talk again tomorrow after the engineers have finished their analysis of the device.
I'll do that. Thank you, Minari. I'll be right back, folks. I just need to do something right quickly. Be right back.
Contact Tovan Cav by clicking on the Hail Tovan Cav button.
Let's go back to the stream, shall we?
Are you done for the day? I'm just finishing up too. I'm going to head back to the restaurant. Meet me for a drink when you're done.
Yeah, wait for that.
Hey there. Long day?
Oh, couldn't believe.
I can't believe how far this colony has come. Just look at how much we can accomplish without being ruled by the Tal Shiar. Word is, someone named Tatan is trying to fight them, but me, I'm content with what we have here. Let's go enjoy the festival.
Friends and neighbors, welcome to the tapping. The Kellet nectar has been harvested, the ale is brewed, and we can finally taste the fruits of our labors. And like this fine vintage, our colony has taken time and effort to develop. Since the loss of the homeworld 22 years ago, we have known fear, hunger, and pain. We have struggled. We have overcome every difficulty. We have mourned those who are no longer with us, and we have welcomed new friends into our home. And now we celebrate. The trials are behind us. Virinat is prosperous and growing. We will face new challenges in the future, but we will face them together.
Get the shuttles ready. You should find Navala and Borean to help organize the militia. Get as many civilians to safety as you can. After that, we stop whoever or whatever is attacking our home.
Attention Autobots! Oh dear.
Come in! Are you alright? What's happening over there? Did you find Vorian?
It's too late. He's gone. Where are you?
I'm at the shipyard with Tevex. Prepping the shuttles for evacuation. I don't know what's going on. We need to get people out while we can. If you can get it right, you can fight your way out. Can you make it?
I'll make it. Just get the shuttles ready.
It's the Tal Shiar. We need to call for help. I don't know who'll answer, but we have to do something. I tried to send a distress signal, but they damaged our transceiver array. We still have a chance, though. You need to deal with some of the Tal Shiar, and then get a replacement battery.
Jesus. I'm on it. As I just watched someone get inducted.
You can switch between two equipped weapons by pressing Z.
Holy shit. Yes.
You just need to repair the device and send the signal.
On it.
Congratulations, citizen.
That's it.
This is Shuttle 5. We're taking heavy... Shuttle 10 coming in. We're jamming their sensors. When they get us, they'll think you were caught in their swamp.
They're not attacking. The Vex showed me how to fly his warbird. We're almost there.
Now that's an old ship if I ever saw one.
Navigation is online, but we need some components to get our weapons and warp drive operational. We'll need both if we want to have any hope of fighting the Tal Shiar.
I'll scan the old ships around here for what we need.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q. Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
Weapons are online. Let's test them out on some of these derelict ships nearby. They're not shielded, so we can just use our torpedoes to finish them off.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it.
Pretty close range if you think about it. Kind of pretty much have to be in front of someone's face before you can shoot them.
What do you need to know? All systems are go and full impulse is back online. I'm picking up a distress signal nearby. It must be people from the colony. More colonists managed to escape the surface. The distress signal is close. Searching. There! We have to help them!
Full speed.
Activate full... Warning. Ship is under attack.
Basically,
Firing arm.
I'm back on the bridge. I figured out how I can improve our torpedoes. Just give me the order, and I'll get started. Scanners are picking up more colonists in Tal Shiar nearby. We have to rescue our friends.
good to have you on the bridge, Kev.
Activate high yield.
I know how everything works. It's just I always like a quick reminder how I do.
High yield torpedo.
Stupid. Well. Instant speed. Quick little shift here, shift there. Detected.
Safe to say we're a fully operational ship. I'm getting an alert. There's another distress signal coming in from one of the colony's shuttles. We can do a short-range warp jump to get to them. Do you want to go now, or stay here to wipe out any other incoming drones? They look like they'll be coming in to do sweeps in the area.
Let's get on out of here.
There aren't any colonists here. Just this strange ship. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's gigantic. Engineering reports that the ship has scanned us, but they're not responding to my hails. What should we do?
We should scan them. We need to know who or what they are.
We've done something to the ship. Nothing is responding. I can't even warp us out of here. I think I might be able to get a comm channel up to hail them. What do you want me to do?
Open the channel and ask them if they want our ship.
We're getting a reply. They seem to be rearranging our words and sending them back. Listen.
Kelvin?
I'm picking up another ship. This one is Tal Shiar. It's decloaking.
Get ready for a fight.
So the Alachi were right. A handful of pitiful Romulan refugees managed to escape. When will you colonists learn that no matter how far you run, you cannot escape your obligations? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Colonel Hakiv of the Tal Shiar. On behalf of the Romulan Star Empire, I hereby lay claim to this colony and all of its inhabitants. Surrender now, and I will ensure that you serve us in the way you are most suited.
Okay, I'm sorry. We did our best. Don't cross my path again, Havoc.
I am Tamer, commander of the Romulan Republic. We picked up your distress signal while on a mission in a nearby system. I would say we arrived just in time, given your ship's condition. Who are you? And what happened here?
Allow me to explain.
I am truly sorry. This is not the first time I've heard a story like this, and I fear it will not be the last. And these Alachi creatures, they are trouble. We need to know more about them, and why they're working with a snake like Hakiv. As I said, I'm with the Romulan Republic. You may have heard of us. We are not the terrorists the Tal Shiar make us out to be. With our leader Datar, we are working to gather survivors of the destruction, and fight the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. We have a flotilla nearby. If you're interested, we would welcome you and your friends to join us there.
I'll help you.
I appreciate your willingness to do what's right. I'm transmitting the coordinates of our flotilla to your ship now. When you arrive, we can repair your vessel and work out our next move. Thank you again. I'll make sure you won't regret your decision.
I hope this works out, for all our sakes.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess siding with Tamer is better than risking death on our own. And he did help us out with the Tal Shiar. The coordinates are loaded up whenever you're ready to go. I think the colonists we rescued are eager to get someplace safe.
Let's walk to the flotilla. Oh, that was neat. I want a ship like that.
Greetings. I'm Sub-Commander Nadell, Assistant to Commander Tamer. Please, follow me to the Commander's quarters. There is much to discuss. Commander, our guests have arrived.
Excellent. I'll get them up to speed. There's much to do.
I'll be glad to show one of you around, while the other stays and talks with Tamara.
I'll take the tour, and then meet you back on the ship when you're ready.
Smells the office here up here. Alright, man, let's go.
I'm not afraid of the Tal Shiar.
That's a good greeting. Anna Darsko, good to see that you and Tom Kiev has made it to the flotilla of the new Romulan Republic. To be brief, we are a group that was founded by Titan to combat the tyranny of Empress Selena and her Tal Shiar. Our goal is to unify the shattered Romulan people under a new democracy, instead of Selena's tyrannical rule. There is much to do, however, and I can answer any questions that you may have. What did Titan do to form the Republic? Huh! What hasn't Titan done? It's quite a long story. It's quite a long history, and also. The short version is that he desires to see that the reunification of the Vulcans and Romulans. Before that can happen, though, Titan wants us to find a new homeworld, reconcile with the Raymans, and end the centuries of suppression beneath the Tal Shiar. We are Romulans, and after all that has happened, we have a pride in our cultural heritage. We need to be able to approach the Vulcans as equals, and not refuse looking for charity. Did you want to know anything else? What is your role here? I am the commander of this fleet. No actions happen without my approval. Before this, I worked in intelligence for the Romulan military, which allowed me to learn more about the Tal Shiar. I couldn't stomach the thought of working alongside them. The Talon approached me one day and said he needed someone to organize the defense against the Tal Shiar. I accepted before he could finish the sentence. Right here in the desk. The Talon wants to unify the Romulans and Vulcans. That's right. He dreams of a day when our two people are united. Well, three, counting the Remans. The Talon was inspired by Ambassador Spock, who first began the movement. When he was a child, Spock was working on the Romulans with the reunification, and he was the Talon's teacher. The Tal Shiar actively opposed the reunification, and Spock and his people had to keep their movement hidden. Working with the Alliance, meeting in secret, it has been an uphill battle for Talon, but he wouldn't stop until he sees the Vulcans, the Romulans, and the Remans united in peace. Is there anything else? No, I'm ready. Let's go. What is next is for you is to receive a uniform and a tour of the flotilla. After that, you will receive your first assignment. However, you must understand that joining us, you will mark yourself as an enemy to the Tal Shiar. Abigail and his people see you as a threat, and there isn't anything they won't do to stop you. Are you ready to accept that, Anna Darko? I'm in. Good. You should get yourself down to Lieutenant Delham. He can get you a uniform from him. If you want to change out of those civilian clothings, you can also have your ship modified. We can't get into more powerful vessels yet, but we can change the appearance of the RRW Chiron if you want. Okay, but that's my own ship and I'm the one who named it. When you're done, return to your ship. Return to your ship, and I should have the first assignment ready to send you by your ship.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Save a bunch of things actually, so let's upgrade. First up, body armor. I said first up, body armor. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Thank you. Ship, improve shields. good for now. I don't think I got any skills. Nope, not yet. Haven't leveled up yet.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far...
Yes, I guess you already told me that, computer. Nice to meet you, Dark Soul. Everyone here has heard of the RRW churn and what happened at the colony. I am sorry you had to go through that, but that's what you're trying to stop. Someday, settlements like Villian will be safe. I am the tailor, which means that I can alter your appearance and outfit, or those of your bridge officers. You can find other tales of sorcery. Ritual. Sure, here we go. I don't do this very often, actually. I think I'll take Alpha 2. That's pretty good on me, actually. Soldier. Actually, he's supposed to return to his ship. Transform the customized ship into one-of-a-kind collectible. State-of-the-art technology to create optimized models. That's really cool. I remember that. Alright, that's good enough for me. So I got objective. That actually worked. Oh, darn it. Save. Apply change. There we go. Now I gotta go speak with the town.
Remember, your objective locations can also be found on your compass.
There's the town. Oh, what a gorgeous ship. Japan too.
Hello again. Now that you're settling in, I wanted to speak with you about what our overall goals will be. First and foremost, we are looking for a new planet to call home. Tamer and his crew are handling that search. While the search continues, I am working on any possible alliances that we can make with the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We will need allies if we are to proceed. Your task will be the protection and recovery of other Romulans spread throughout this sector.
Are there many other colonies?
We are finding more by the day. Some have already joined us, but others do not believe in our cause. It will be up to you and your crew to protect these colonies from the Tal Shiar and to recruit anyone willing to assist us. Do you have any questions? If not, I would suggest you return to your ship. Tamer will have his orders ready for you.
Will an alliance with the Federation go on?
I do not know. Our history of deception with both groups definitely does not help. The Tal Shiar, however, will not attack the fleet for now. Sela would see such a direct action as too great a risk. She much prefers to work in the shadows. Let me worry about our potential allies. While you're away, I will be working with diplomats from both sides to come to an agreement we can all live with.
Has Samir found any suitable plans for us to colonize?
Not yet. He and his crew have been assisting Romulan colonies throughout the region, and he has not been able to focus his efforts on the search. With you here, however, Tamer's mission to find a new homeworld can begin. He will be sending scout ships to analyze nearby planets. We'd prefer to find a suitable world in this sector, but we'll expand our search if we need to do so.
Sounds like we've got our orders. If you're ready, I can beam you back to the ship. However, before that, I need to ask a favor. I have a sister. Her name is Rena Kev. She and I were separated a long time ago. I want to try to find her. As we're doing our missions, could you try to ask about Rena? Thanks.
I'll do what I can. Be back on the ship.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Click the icon next to the mission to report to the contact and turn in the mission.
We're counting on you.
You go to address? Good. There's lot to do. The first target is really the attack on the Tal Shiar. No time to lose.
Congratulations,
You have just
Lieutenant.
earned your first skill points. Click here to learn more.
Being held at the public command. Sir, they wish the information about your success.
I have new orders for you.
If you're going to have a chance of breaking away from Sela and the Tal Shiar, we need allies. There's a lot of little settlements like yours out there. We're in contact with some of them, but we're always reaching out to try to make new alliances. I've heard that a group of Romulans have taken up residence in the Sublian Helix in the Beta Quadrant. We'd like you to visit them and feel them out. Help them if you can, but most of all, find out if they would be willing to join at the time and search for a new homeworld. Some nice things for choices.
The Tal Shiar is
Click to
advancing
order
on
your
our
crew to plot
allies.
a course to your next mission.
considering the fact we are only going at... not very fast. So while we're doing that, why don't I upgrade my character? So since I'm starting with engineering, the first thing I think I'm going to increase is possibly hull capability. Hull. So my ship doesn't break as easily. Purchase the skill. And for ground combat rules, I think I want to protect my shields. That seems good enough. See if I can put traits in yet. Doesn't look good. Shame. Did I get any new items from what I just pulled off? A few things actually, so let's put those in. First off, some new phasers. I always enjoy some new phasers. I don't have rear weapons, do I? Alpha up right here. Where's the cannon? What's this actually? Plasma Tube Bank Standard Issue. Let's replace the cannon. The Type 2 phaser. And put in this device here. I said we put this device here. And then we put this device here. There we go. Now we have devices. Assets. Oh, I haven't gotten it yet. I thought I'm going to get some. Okay. See, I know what I'm doing in this game, believe it or not. I don't know what I'm doing well, but I know what I'm doing. And let's begin.
We've arrived at the Helix, but we're not the only ship here. A tall Shi'ar warbird is approaching from the direction of the primary structure. They haven't raised shields yet, but their weapons are online. Wait, they're hailing us. Your orders?
Put the ship on screen.
Ship on main viewer. It's a Tavaro light warbird. Designation IRW Shardar. They could be tall Shi'ar.
That's the hair.
We see all.
To the person in command of the RRW Children, I be advised that you are in violation of the Tashia Security Order of 63-R. Your vessel is operating in the area without authorization. Identify yourself immediately, or your actions will be considered hostile. You don't want that kind of trouble. What authority could you possibly have out here? The Tashia has authorization to track down terrorists that threaten the Romulan Star Empire, no matter where they try to hide. And don't bother with your deception. Our records indicate that the warlord was the designation was decommissioned a year ago. We've already identified you as an Doxel. Stealing military property is a serious crime. Care to explain, Commander? My channels and shields.
I could do more to help.
To the RRW Charon, we plague for mercy. There are only civilians on the Helix. We do not have much more than we can salvage from cell ships. We were told that the other Tashia, there are no terrorists here. The Cabal are long gone. Take whatever scrap you need, but please, stop attacking our people. Any more about the Helix? The Helix originally had hundreds of connected cell ships that could support up to 3,000 people. It and other similar situations were constructed after the destruction of our homeworld. This Helix was abandoned decades ago for unknown reasons. My people are nomadic, so we have returned to salvage what we can. So far, we've survived by trading scraps from stations and supplies. We're not here to rob you. Then why are you here? We don't have much to trade, and we're looking for Romulan refugees. There are a few Romulan refugees hiding within the Helix. They said they needed temporary shelter and would be leaving soon. We meant to no harm. However, we need to know that they were wanted terrorists. Please do. We're not with the STO. Your actions speak for your true goals. If you help us by repairing the Helix armed structure, then you can help get your refugees to the ship. But hurry, we're in jeopardy. Everyone right here. We're on our way. Ship scan.
Tal Shah have entered the system. Please, help us.
Romulan battle cloaking devices can be used in combat, but your weapon systems and shields are disabled while it is active.
Do you see a cloaking device? I don't see a cloaking device. Yeah, I failed to see a cloaking device.
One more to go. As soon as Delta is connected, we can negotiate a transfer.
Sounds good.
More Tal Shah ships are entering the area. I can.
Now that the arms are restored, we have located the refugees. They are being moved to the centralized location so that we can transport along. We've explained the situation to them, but their representative group is asking to speak with you.
I don't trust the Tal Shiar.
Kaylin informs me that we are being transported to a vessel. We realize that we can't stay on the helix, but we have no intention of being forced into servitude. The Tal Shiar has already destroyed our home. All we want is for you to leave us on an uninhabited world or someplace that we can hide and try to rebuild our lives. We'll be safe at the time. You have my word. We've heard of the time. We've also heard the rumors that he's planning to revolt against the Tal Shiar. Going to him sounds more dangerous than staying here. Would you rather stay and go capture? I know I'm out of options entirely, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. I don't know why the Tal Shiar are dumping our families, but we can't afford to lose anyone else. How about we make a deal? You personally guarantee that my friends will be safe at the town's fleet and will work for you. I've served as a science officer for multiple civilian vessels. I can help you. I can't run anymore. I need to fight the Tal Shiar and keep my friends safe. That's what I'll do. Is there a woman named Nina Kiev in your group? No, I don't know that name. Thank you. And
All the refugees are aboard. There's more trouble. The Tal Shiar battleship, the IRW Koval, has entered the system. They're hailing us, and they're asking for you by name. Remember, they're not here to be friends.
I do not fear death.
Lieutenant Doxel, you've ordered to stand down. You are wanted for questioning by the Tal Shiar. Lower your ship and surrender your vessel and crew, or prepare to face the consequences. Never. Tal Shiar corrupted. Your actions speak for themselves. You'll answer for the destruction that you've caused today. Remember that you were given a chance to surrender. Close the channel. Power shields.
I recommend using our cloaking device to get close enough for a sneak attack.
Good news, guys. I found the cloaking device. Thank you for taking the refugees, Lieutenant. Tell them that we're sorry. We simply have no way to protect them. Hope that they will find refuge with their fleet. Our best hope now is to cooperate with Tal Shiar and tell them but we have taken the refugees. Do what you have to. We can't offer much, but tell the others in the realm that the Men's fleet is standing up to the Tashiar. We are also sending you the contact for a friendly local trader in case you need a savage or have goods to sell. But please, keep our informant discreet. And please go. Leave now.
Cayenne closed the channel. He's right. They'll be lucky if the Tal Shiar let them live. We should leave and report back to Tamer. Some of the refugees we brought aboard may have starship experience. If we're expecting more trouble, we'll need some help on the bridge.
Yes, alright. Thank you.
I have new orders for you.
We've given the refugees a good home here. They'll be safe, and we'll do what we can for them. This is just the start, Lieutenant. We don't stop until we're on a new one of our own.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Greetings, Lieutenant. Reward for you. Many of the Riemann settles on centuries after a fallout from the Shinron Rebellion. While they were safe from the destruction of Roman enemies, the Venus is a bleak world with little way of an inhabitable land. They're an anthropomorphic planet, which the Remus mine and sell for food and other necessities. But their lives there are harsh and unforgiving. Anyone who could survive on Kratos for as long as the Raymonds have strength. We could use that strength in our search for the homeworld, and I know the Raymonds know love for the Tashiar. Go to Kratos and tell the Raymonds, show them we are sincere and willing support.
We have to stop.
Do a little shopping. That's a board cube. Yep, that is in fact a board cube. What time is it currently? 2:57. I think I'm gonna call it a night. This has been fun. Thank you all for watching, and future people who are going to watch this. I'm going to call it a night. And I'm going to, at some point, upload this on YouTube. And when I do that, people on my YouTube channel can have access to this too. Tomorrow, we're going to start story time with Anna. We're going to read our first visual novel. What's the visual novel? I don't have the faintest idea. But I will let you know when I figure it out. And then Monday, I'm going to live stream on YouTube, and we'll be playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So that should be fun. Oh, I think I blew it up. Oops, do that. Let's level up first. Once again. Root Hall. Excellent. So yeah, that will be my next goal. So tomorrow, story time with Anna, and then Monday, Assassin's Creed. Thank you for all who've come to watch the stream. We will play more Star Trek Online Thursday if I'm in the mood. Might also play Rocket League. Or Gwent if it ever stops updating. This is Anadoxal, signing off.